Welcome to Safe Again, a mind, body, soul reset for the low self-esteem tired. Module 3, when one bad thing feels like everything. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be starting on time. My name's Julie and I'll be guiding you through today's session. If you have any questions, feel free to hold on to them. I'll answer them at the end. This is a soft, judgment-free space. Keep your camera on or off. Grab a drink of water, stretch, lie down, do whatever feels good. No pressure here. Just take what you need. As a wise man once said, the more specific you get, the more clarity you gain. Generalizations might have shaped your patterns, but they don't get to shape your future. Today we begin to gently get specific so you can start to reset your nervous system and gain clarity. Let's dive in. Module 3. When one bad thing feels like everything. In the year 1415, King Henry V of England stood on the edge of what seemed like certain failure. His army, vastly outnumbered, it was battered and weary from weeks of fighting. The Battle of Agincourt was supposed to be a turning point, but the situation was bleak. His soldiers were exhausted, morale was low, the odds were stacked against them. On the morning of the battle, Henry's heart weighed heavy. The thought of returning home in defeat, the thought of failure, seemed too much to bear. He had spent years building his reputation, fighting for the throne, but now all that seemed to hang on one battle. He didn't know if they would win. He didn't know if his soldiers could rally together one last time, and yet, as he surveyed the battlefield, Henry found a spark of something, determination. He called his men together and with a fiery speech he reminded them not of their weaknesses but of their strength, their legacy, their unity. He didn't ignore the reality of the situation, but he asked them to trust that this moment, this one moment, didn't define them. And as the battle raged, Henry's forces triumphed against all odds. Against all expectations, they defeated the French army. That single battle, one thought to be inevitable loss, turned into one of the most significant victories in history. Years later, the Battle of Agincourt will be remembered not just for the victory, but for the way Henry and his soldiers persevered in the face of overwhelming odds. It wasn't about one bad thing, the moment of doubt before battle. It was about what they did after, how they chose to move forward, how they chose to believe that even one bad moment didn't define their fate. And just like Henry in your own life, one bad thing might feel like everything. One mistake, one failure, one setback. It's only the beginning. It's not the end of the story. You are not defined by that one bad moment. You have the strength to rise again, to keep moving forward, and to turn what seemed like a loss into your victory. Just as Henry found the courage to keep fighting, you too can find the courage to rise above. This is not the end of your journey. It's only the beginning of the next chapter. Why am I even talking to you about this? Because your doubt isn't unfounded. The feelings you're having, they are real. Your mind is trying to protect you, but those negative thoughts about yourself can become overwhelming, even when there's no reason to feel that way. You deserve to feel confident, not trapped in self-doubt. 2, because low self-esteem warps your perception. Over time, that inner voice that criticizes you becomes louder, shaping how you see yourself, how you act, how you feel. That doesn't mean you're broken. It just means your mind's been running an outdated script, one that doesn't match the person you are now. Because you deserve confidence. You don't have to live in a constant state of self-criticism. Reclaiming your self-worth doesn't mean ignoring the negative thoughts. It means gently challenging them, rewriting your story so you can step into a life with more ease, self-belief, and strength. Navigating life's choices. What does well-being mean for you, and how are you going to get there without falling into a spiral of self-doubt or getting trapped into negative self-talk? Let's break it down through the lens of low self-esteem. Mental clarity. How often do you want to feel clear-headed and confident in your decisions? Emotional health. How often do you want to feel calm and at peace, not just temporarily soothed by avoiding situations where you feel judged or inadequate? physical health? What kind of energy do you want to have? Because living with low self-worth is draining. It's like carrying an invisible weight everywhere you go. Exhausting, right? Resilient. Well, how well do you want to handle life's challenges, like an awkward conversation or a small setback, without it triggering the fear that you're failing once again? Life satisfaction. What would it feel like to fully live confidently, not let your self doubt stop you from doing the things you really want to do? What are you really buying into? Every day you make choices, ignore your worth or start to nurture it. Avoid situations that make you feel small or challenge yourself to take them on. Buy into a growth mindset or get stuck in the same negative thought patterns. Not all advice is the same. Real guidance like therapy or personal development helps you build self-esteem in a healthy, grounded way. But advice that reinforces your fears or tells you to just think positive without any real substance, probably not helpful. Ask yourself, does this advice empower you to grow, or does it keep you stuck? Is the source credible, or is it feeding into your insecurities? Will this help you feel stronger, more confident, or just keep you trapped? So let's focus back on you. Get clear. What do you really want your life to look like, mentally, emotionally, physically? Because investing in your well-being doesn't mean pretending that low self-esteem doesn't exist. It means learning to recognize it, challenge it, and shift it so it doesn't run the show. You're not stuck in low self-esteem forever. You're returning to your true, confident self. And trust me, you're far more capable than you think. About me, I'm Julie, a certified clinical hypnotherapist, a master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, and a life coach. I specialize in working with the subconscious mind to help you unlock your true potential. Rewiring your subconscious mind through modeling. Let's talk about rewiring your subconscious mind and how it's a powerful tool for shifting low self-esteem. The great thing about this technique called modeling is it's not about trying to force change, it's about adopting a mindset that already exists. You see, your subconscious mind is like the autopilot of your brain. It controls how you react to situations, how you feel about yourself, how you behave without you even realizing it. When we struggle with low self-esteem, our subconscious is often locked into negative thought patterns like thinking we're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy of success. But here's the thing, by modeling someone you admire, like Olivia Rodrigo or Harry Styles, you can start rewiring your subconscious mind. It's about embodying their confidence, their poise, their attitude, and making it your own. How does this work? When you practice modeling, you start to adopt the physicality, the voice, even the thought patterns of a person who exudes confidence. As you act like them, sit like them, speak like them, move like them, you begin to shift your mindset. Your brain starts to link those behaviors with positive feelings about yourself. Over time, by consistently embodying that role model, your subconscious begins to accept that confidence as your own. The negative beliefs you've held about yourself start to fade, replaced by a stronger, more positive sense of self-worth. Think about it like this. When you step into someone else's shoes, someone you admire, you don't just mimic their actions, you feel what it's like to walk in their shoes. You experience the world through their lens, and in turn, your subconscious mind starts to believe that this confidence, this poise, this self-assurance is available to you. So if you've ever felt like you're not good enough or you're constantly falling short, try this technique. Start small. Maybe it's just sitting the same way as someone you admire, or speaking in the same tone, or imagining yourself performing with the same confidence they carry. Step by step, your subconscious will adapt. Eventually, the old limiting beliefs you've been holding on to won't have room to grow. You will have reprogrammed your mind to see yourself as confident, capable, and worthy, all by simply embodying those qualities in someone else. This is how you retrain your subconscious and start living a life where your confidence doesn't need to be earned, it simply is. All right, let's walk through this NLP technique called modeling, where you're going to embody Olivia Rodrigo or Harry Styles if you prefer. Imagine this scene with Olivia beside you, guiding you through the process. You're sitting in a chair, the same as Olivia Rodrigo. She's confident, sitting back comfortably, her gaze steady and calm. She's not just a musician or an actress, she's an embodiment of success. She's lived through it all, the highs of High School Musical, the success of her song Driver's License, the thrill of performing on stage, the pressure of the red carpet, the love of her fans. Now she's speaking directly to you. And she says, I want you to be me in a movie. But here's a test. I want you to sit beside me in this chair and imagine you're sitting just like me. I want you to talk like me, move like me, feel what it's like to be in my shoes. You're facing the empty chair beside her. The challenge is clear. It's time to step into her world. Notice her posture. She's confident but not stiff. She's comfortable, open, relaxed. Mimic that. Sit with your shoulders back, your head high. And as you embody the same poise and confidence that she carries, picture her effortless presence, both grounded and in the moment. Feel that confidence resonate through your body. Now focus on her tone. Olivia speaks with calm yet assertive voice. She's not afraid to be soft when needed, but she exudes a clear sense of self-worth. Imagine her speaking about her passion for music and acting with excitement in her eyes, how she switches from being reflective to enthusiastic in a heartbeat. Adjust your voice to capture that same feeling. Imagine speaking with the same pace, tone, and energy. Listen carefully to how she responds to others, how she balances her vulnerability with strength. Speak with the same way she would if she was in your position. Now visualize her movements. Imagine her walking the red carpet, how her feet glide, her posture's tall, her shoulders square, yet her walk has this relaxed sway, confident, not rigid. Picture her moving with intention, every step calculated yet fluid. Take a breath, try walking like her with the same fluidity, ease and confidence. Pay attention to the slight tilt of the head, like when she's in the spotlight, the quick glances at the crowd. Keep the movements natural but assertive. As you embody Olivia, picture her on stage singing Driver's License, the same way she lets herself feel the music, express the depth of the song without inhibition. Imagine what it's like for her to balance both the acting and singing effortlessly, playing the guitar while commanding the audience's attention. Now the final part of the exercise is to focus on how this feels inside. You've been modeling her voice, her posture, her movements, but pay attention to how it feels to be Olivia. How does that confidence, that calmness, that power shift how you perceive yourself? Can you feel it? The calm but focused energy, the feeling of self-assuredness. Now imagine that performance of yours, the movie scene, as if you're winning the Academy Award. You've pulled it off, the confidence, the authenticity, the connection with the audience. Sit back for a moment and reflect. How did it feel to embody Olivia? What does her confidence look like? How do you feel moving like her, talking like her, thinking like her? You've just tapped into that energy, and through modeling, you've created a space to adopt the traits you admire. The power of this technique is that you've stepped into her shoes, and in doing so, you've unlocked a part of yourself that you can embody those same qualities, not just as Olivia, but as you. Embracing light and strength. Before we wrap up, I'd love to invite you into a short guided hypnosis session. You don't need to close your eyes unless it feels right. Just allow yourself to tune out the outside world for a moment and gently turn inward. If you're not quite ready for this or it's not your thing, that's completely okay too. Just listening with an open heart can still be powerful. This track is called Embracing Your Light and Strength. Is designed to softly remind your nervous system that it's okay to relax, you're safe now. Healing is already happening, the future holds light. So if you're in, let's begin. Find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down. Allow your body to settle into a place where you feel at ease. Take a few gentle, deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, let go of any tension you might be holding on to in your body. And now, for a moment, just allow your mind to relax. You don't need to close your eyes if you're not ready, but if you'd like to, feel free to close them. And with each breath, allow yourself to enter a space where the outside world fades a little more. You are in control. And now imagine with each breath, you're breathing in calmness. You're releasing, letting go, and letting that dissolve into the air. Feel how your body is beginning to relax more. And as you continue to breathe deeply, I want you to focus on a moment where things felt overwhelming, when one bad thing seemed to affect everything else. Notice how your body reacts. Just observe. There's no need to judge or change anything. Simply notice how it feels to hold on to that moment in your mind. But now let's shift a bit. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, imagine that moment starting to shrink, getting smaller and smaller, as if you could hold it in the palm of your hand like a tiny object. The emotion tied to that moment starts to fade. It's no longer as big as it was. With each breath, the situation feels further away. It was just an event, just part of your story, but not the whole of it. It doesn't define you. You're so much more. Now imagine you have the power to rewrite this moment. See it. Picture it with a new lens, one of compassion, one of understanding. Imagine yourself looking back at that moment and saying, "It's okay, it happened. I'm still here. I've got this." Feel the energy shift, feel the weight of that situation lifting off your shoulders as if they're standing taller and lighter with each passing second. You're strong, you are resilient. And as you allow this shift to settle in, I want you to bring your attention to the present moment, right here, right now. You are in control. Healing's already happening. You can feel your body relax even deeper. Your muscles are soft, your heart is calm, your mind is clear. The future ahead of you is full of possibility. It holds light. Take a moment to visualize what light looks like. Is it warm? Is it a gentle glow that fills your body with peace? Maybe it's a brilliant beam that lights up your path forward. Whatever it is, allow that light to fill you up, to surround you, to be a part of you. Feel it in your chest, in your heart. You are radiating light. You're deserving of it. And when you're ready, I want you to bring yourself back to this room, knowing that this calm light, this healing is always within you. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, begin to wriggle your fingers and toes, becoming aware of your surroundings, carrying that calm of strength and calm within you. And when you're ready, open your eyes, knowing you've already taken the first step to the future you deserve. You are safe, you are healing, you are enough. Thank you for taking this moment for yourself. Thank you for being fully present and opening yourself up today. As you may already feel, the hypnosis session has gently guided you into a space of inner calm and healing. Having already experienced that shift, we now mark the completion of Module 3, when one bad thing feels like everything. I'm excited to continue this journey with you. Over the next few days, we'll explore a series of 5 transformative modules designed to deepen your healing and empower your inner self. Module 1, why you feel this way. Module 2, old stories that still run the show. Module 3, when one bad thing feels like everything. Module 4, the inner critic who never takes a day off. Module 5, avoiding things doesn't mean you're lazy. Each module builds on the progress we've made today. While you still may carry the subtle echoes of the hypnotic state, know that these sessions will guide you further into healing, helping you understand, release, and ultimately transform the challenges you face. Thank you for taking this courageous step. I honor your willingness to show up for yourself. I'm truly grateful to walk alongside you on this sacred journey of growth, healing, and empowerment. The path ahead is one of deep transformation. I can't wait to see the beautiful unfolding of your soul.